an extreme honor. You really can't ask for a better situation. As a player coming into a situation where you're gonna have some comfortability and familiarity with some faces and just good connections and vibes with guys off the bat. Being a good teammate is something I pride myself on, and make stepping into a situation where I already have teammates there just makes it one step easier in terms of just getting acclimated and comfortable with everybody in the new organization.
You're going to have a teammate in your room in Kate Otten, who you've got
Yes,
experience
sir.
with.
Yes, sir.
Talk about that, plus also a teammate in this draft class that you'll be participating in the rookie minicamp with Jalen McMillan. Talk about those two guys.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Cade, Cade's always been like a big brother to me. He's a huge part of the reason why I play the way I play and the way I approach football. I was able to learn a lot from him in our time shared, in the UW tight end room. And I look forward to, just being able to continue to, pick off his amazing brain. He's an extremely smart football player. And so I'm excited to just, get back to work with him. He's just an amazing human being. And then with Jalen McMillan, that's like my little brother. So, I'm excited to get to work with him again and keep building our relationship together and whatnot. And, that's why I got this smile on my face, man. I'm just so happy and I'm so blessed, to be in here with my brothers.
What's training like for you leading up to the draft? Obviously, you blew the combine away with your 40 time, but I think I read something, you were catching about 600 balls a week, 100 balls a day. Came with like 4,800 balls in training before you even got here. Just talk about, leading up to it, the training, your speed, and obviously your hands.
Yeah, no, I've just tried to stay consistent in my routine and my work ethic and find ways to get 1% better every day. That's just what I pride myself on as a football player, is just find ways to continuously get better. And something for me that, I wanted to make sure I had squared away and there was no questions was, can this guy be a reliable pass catcher? And I feel like I answered those questions. I feel like I'm going to be able to, make an impact not only in the pass game, but the run game as well, and, be able to make some splash on special teams. And I'm just excited for this opportunity.
You detailed the work that you're doing to improve as a pass catcher, but what about as an inline blocker? How are you working on that?
Yeah, a lot of the end line blocking stuff, I work my footwork and striking on bags a lot. And then, obviously just making sure I'm staying strong and continuing to build the upper body strength and lower body strength as well so I can maintain my blocks and continue to try and clean up my technique there as well.
You got a former Husky to practice on with Joe Tryon-Shanka as well. Talk about him and the ability to go or to go up against him and practice and hone those inline blocking skills.
Oh man, I'm extremely grateful for Joe. He's a player that's helped me develop, in my tight end role, competing against each other back at UW. He was continuously, making me better. You guys know he's an absolute stud and a war horse. And so, iron always sharpens iron. And I can't wait to be back out there competing with Joe and, building off one another and just getting better.
Devin, there's only one football to go around, and you certainly at Washington with Roma Dunze and Jalen McMillan, Jalen Polk, and even your fellow tight end, Jack Westerberg, had to share the ball. What was that like, and was there any frustration at any point in time that you had to get over to become the good teammate and share the rock?
No, not at all. Like I said earlier, I pride myself on being a great teammate first and trying to be a leader in that way. And so I just want to embrace my role, whatever my role is supposed to be. Whether I'm supposed to be the primary target in the offense or whether, I'm supposed to get a touchdown block in the run game. Whatever I'm asked of, I'm just going to embrace my role to the best of my abilities and do it with great attention to detail and, great effort. So there was never, really any frustration or anything like that from my end. I wanted to find ways to help my team win and, whatever that may be. Like I said, whatever that role is, I'm going to embrace it to the best of my abilities and, try and take advantage of every opportunity that comes my way.
Devin, I saw you were a national high jumper in high school and played some high school basketball as well. How do you think playing those other sports kind of helped shape your game as a football player?
Oh, it's definitely helped in an immense way. I think it's really helped, in my, my durability, my flexibility, mobility, my lateral foot quickness and foot speed overall. And also, my hand-eye coordination as well with rebounding and different things like that from basketball, going up and getting it, high pointing and different things like that. So some of those things just kind of come more natural to me, and it's a big help. Any young kids out there thinking about if they should be a dual sport athlete or anything like that, I would definitely heavily advise playing more than one sport, just because you're able to just work different muscle groups and different things like that that will overall just make you a better athlete.
What's the most points you put up in a game?
18
You were at
in high
UW
school, yeah.
Sorry, I'll start on my part. You were at UW for a while, and I'm sure you saw that team and that culture grow immensely. And so much of creating a culture, the coaches can only do so much. A lot of it does have to be player-led. So I guess what were you able to take from that experience there that you can apply here?
Yeah, I guess the biggest takeaway for me, would just be accountability, and doing things the right way. I'd say, first it's got to start with you. You got to hold yourself to a high standard and hold yourself accountable. And I feel like, once guys see the way that you carry yourself, it the culture's contagious. And, luckily enough, I was a guy that, in our locker room had some influence and different things like that. So I feel like, just having my approach, carrying myself to a super high standard, and just trying to do things the right way. And we'll rub off on my teammates here at this level as well. And a big part of it, I think is, you got to develop those relationships. And that's why I'm so glad to be a Buck, because, some of those relationships, I've already been able to develop over the past few years. And, obviously I'm excited to meet all my other new teammates as well and get to work with them. But, I think it starts with that trust and belief, and then, just the accountability and hold yourself to a high standard as well.
I love asking
one,
teammates. I love asking teammates some of their teammates' favorite plays, and I didn't know if you had a particular moment or favorite play that you really enjoyed from Jalen McMillan.
Man, there's a lot of plays that come to mind for that guy, because he's an extreme playmaker, man. But I would say a play that pops into my mind is this deep crossing over route. We called it a fast route in our old offense, and I was in there pass proing for him, and he was coming off of that little knee stuff, and it was just this huge explosive play that we really needed in the Pac-12 championship game to kind of give us some momentum and leap us forward, into the red zone and get some points up on the board. So I think that's one of those moments for me, that I look back on, and I'm very proud of J-Mac for that play, just because it kind of speaks depths and volumes into, the type of character and the type of resilience he has, as a player and as a man.
All right.